basically just been to Asda and we've got a prep kind of shop and a off-season shop, so we thought we'd show you some of the gems that we bought. We've got 2 cameras set up, that's why I'm like looking between the two. But yeah, I thought I'd start off with some of the bits that I've got. I'm not deep in the depths of prep yet, so it's not too crazy low on calories, but I just thought I would show you a few bits and bobs, and then Emily will show you what she bought. So I thought I'd start off with Vimto. I actually thought this was really good value for money. It was like £2 and it's cherry, raspberry and blackcurrant. I don't know if it's going to beat the cherries and berries from Morrison's, but it looked good and we go for a lot of cordial at home, so it seemed pretty decent. I also got some of these Wheatos orange cereal. Wheatos orange cereal? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wheatos orange cereal. I won't be having this too close to my show, but while my calories are still high, I'm having cereal post-workout. This is quite a good option, and I've wanted to try it for ages, so that's a game changer. I also picked up some of this chili infused olive oil. I have shown this on my channel before, but I really like using this when I make my kind of Korean chicken vibe meal, because it just means that you're kind of infusing and flavouring your food without having to use too many ingredients, basically, because I'm lazy. On the topic of seasonings, I also picked up some OXO rub or sprinkle smokehouse seasoning. Too far away.
Yeah.
We need like a little button so you can like zoom in. I think that was like 99p. Was it 99p? Something like that anyway. So next up I got some mini easy peelers. So these are just quite good as like a little bit of a snack. They're low in calories and yeah, just really good on the go, which is great when you have a bit of a sweet tooth going on. I couldn't go to Asda and not buy Rain, and it was like £1.25.
Always a vibe when on offer.
Yeah, 100%, especially the raspberry one. I actually really want this now, but it's too late for caffeine. We won't do that.
Yeah, it's like 3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try cut off caffeine about 3-4 o'clock, so I probably shouldn't have any more, but yeah. I also picked up some of this laid back lavender and tea tree original sauce. I actually really wanted to get the cherry and nettle one, but they didn't have it, so we're all about the self-care, so this is a good option. What else did I get? Oh yeah, my sparkling 50p socks. Can't go wrong with some sparkly socks. I also picked up this funnel. This is like a really random buy. I needed it because just when you're out and about and trying to like put protein like in your water bottle or whatever, it's just like so much easier. So my 99p funnel instead of £3 from Amazon. Thank you very much, my glamorous assistant. So in terms of snacks, I picked up some of these pretzel squares bars. I've definitely featured these on my channel before. They're £1, so bargain, and again, while calories are high, I'm able to fit those in post-workout. But yeah, and then I also picked up some toasted tea cake, so this is something I'm currently having post-workout as well. Or is it usually pre or post? Depends whether it's a weekday or a weekend, really. And then we got some saurine as well. Everybody loves a bit of saurine.
You don't know, get to know.
Exactly. Have you tried the strawberry one yet?
Nah.
You're not?
I'm on the banana hype. I've only just started having saurine, so
I'll tell you what.
I haven't branched out yet in case I don't like any of the other flavours.
Toffee apple's a good one.
Okay.
I think they only do it at like Bonfire Night.
They had the Halloween edition that was nice. What was that, chocolate orange?
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh, I did.
Chocolate chip orange.
And I really like the white chocolate and raspberry, actually, that I did try that one as well.
I've not tried that one yet.
I like that one a lot.
I feel like we need like a saurine like taste test. Maybe that might be another YouTube video.
Yeah?
I also picked up some of these chicken gyoza, if that's how you pronounce it. You're better at pronunciation.
God knows what this is. I've never heard of it.
Have you not?
No, Jasmine always gets like cool food and I'm like so boring. So Jasmine actually like experiments with cooking, unlike me.
But I think I've actually shown them on my YouTube channel before. I definitely bought some fresh ones, thank you very much.
Yeah, if you actually want interesting meal ideas, like go to Jasmine's channel, because mine's just like chicken and rice and cream of rice and pasta.
I feel like if I went back to like chicken and rice, I think Rich would kill me having to just eat that all the time, bless him. But yeah, so we got these, but these about £2 or £3, and macro is pretty good, so again, they're really good to have, to buy. And then last, I've got the Morello cherries. These are the best frozen cherries you will ever buy. Emily bought some to try, so I feel like I've set the bar high.
She has.
They're very, very sour, so they're really good if you just want that sweet kind of kick. I normally have them in my oats, or if I have yogurt before bed, I'll have them heated up with a little bit of dark chocolate and some choco rice. So that is all my kind of Asda star buys. I feel like we should swap, and then I can...
Okay, well... Ooh, I haven't even unboxed mine nicely, like Jasmine.
Let me just put these in the...
I've just got a bag full of stuff, really. Oh, she's putting it away in the freezer, as I should.
Sorry, I'm just like... Oh, not sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, also on the frozen berries hype, so I always have my blueberries every morning with my cream of rice. Straight in the freezer. And then, as Jasmine said, I've got some of these to try. I actually have cherry bakewell cream of rice at the moment, so I thought they would go nicely.
Game changer!
And then everything else, I mean, the reason my shops add up is like the meat and stuff. I've got like a giant 2 kg thing of basmati rice because I'm having like large portions of rice at the moment. This is like probably a prep / off-season difference is like my mammoth portions of like rice at the moment and things. So like I bought like a 500 gram bag the other day, and it went in like 3 meals. So I thought I'd get a bigger one. Always have these like the Mattison's turkey rashers. Have them with my bagels and stuff. And then I treated myself to some prawns. So, you know, I like my prawns meals that I have, super high protein. I got the snack bars of the Sorines. The chocolate orange squares, you have to go to Asda for these. And I'm very, very happy that they seem to have started stocking those again. They also do the Warburton's bagels, the sesame seed ones are the best. And like, I'm very fussy at the fact that they're pre-cut. So I can't do the New York bagels.
We had a debate about this. We want to know in the comment section down below, are you a pre-sliced kind of bagel person, or do you not mind cutting them yourself? Because
gotta be pre-sliced.
I don't mind.
I stocked up because, like I say, we thought they'd literally discontinued them, and then I'm so glad today that I found the sesame pre-sliced. I just can't deal with having to slice my bagels. It drives me nuts. So it's pre-sliced all the way for me. And then I'm just having like frozen veg at the moment. That's probably another like prep and off-season difference. Like Jasmine, she bought like loads of like fresh veg and stuff today, like cucumber salad and things, which is like what I would like stock up on when I was dieting. But now I'm not dieting. I don't bulk on like veg and salad anymore because like my meal, like say like portions of rice and stuff, like my meals are big enough. I'm really full. If I had like a huge portion of veg on the side, I'd be stuffed. So I'll just kind of like add some like frozen peas or something to my meals now. All about getting those micros in.
Yes.
And then dark chocolate as well. I don't really care which one, I always just alternate it really. This one's 73%. So long as it's over 70%, you've generally got like a good like cocoa content there, and it's not just going to be like really fatty chocolate. So dark chocolate's really good. I think a lot of people don't realise it contains caffeine as well. So
oh, does it?
A lot of people don't realise that dark chocolate actually has caffeine in it, but it gives you a little kick. I remember like in the past when I've been like deep in a prep, and like having that one square of dark chocolate gives you so much energy. Yeah. It like lifts you up massively.
Do you reckon you shouldn't have that before bed then? Because I wonder if
I always have a piece before I go to bed. It's like I don't know. I had to Google it because someone was telling us at the FitX that the dark chocolate had caffeine in it, and I was like, doubt it. It doesn't say it on here, like, but I did Google it, and it was like, yeah, dark chocolate contains caffeine.
Every day's a school day.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, to be fair.
No, I didn't used to know it, but I mean, in general, it's very good for you, and it's kind of how I get a lot of my fats in. And then I also picked up the raspberry rain because I don't often see these, and when I do, I'm like, buy, because the flavour's just banging.
We're still trying to find that watermelon monster. I haven't come across it.
I haven't found it yet either. Just get my day cream, nothing exciting there. And I've stocked up on glucosamine because my joints are absolutely like in bits at the moment. They're so sore. And I'm waiting on Impact to restock the Strong Support Max joint. Obviously, I'm not just going to like get my like supplements from a different company, and like I'm not going to pay for them, to be honest, when I can get them for free. But so I looked at the glucosamine content of the support joint, and kind of just gonna take 3 of these to match that. And that obviously within the Support Max joint, the main ingredient that's going to help with your joints is the glucosamine. So I'm just supplementing this like directly at the moment rather than having it in the Support Max, because I just need to get on with sorting my joints out really. Apart from that, there's just like loads more meat really. Stocked up on chicken, probably like one of the purest sources of protein you can have. And then I've got like lean turkey mince again, because it's with it being leaner, like there's less fat there, and when you are just trying to like get your protein content quite nice and high, it's easy to do so. And then I also got some Vimto. I love my Vimto. When Asda does the it's like 3 for £3 or something, so I always end up getting 3. Little variety of squashes. Now that I've kind of stopped dieting and come away from having like Coke and stuff, like fizzy pop to kind of fill my stomach when I'm hungry. Now I've stopped doing that. Yeah, exactly. She started having it and I've stopped having it, so I don't need to fill my stomach between meals. I'm pretty satisfied. So I've stopped having that. Saves me money, but like I do like a bit of squash because I do get bored just drinking water all day.
Yeah,
let's not pretend we enjoy that all the time. It does get boring. So
what flavours we've got? We've got orange, strawberry, and lime. What's that one?
Raspberry, orange, and passion fruit, and then blackberry, raspberry, and blueberry, which I think I'll quite like.
Good.
But yeah, that's I think that's most of my shop really. This is kind of like just bulk buying meat, like lean sources of meat, and then just I've got some pasta in another bag as well, pasta and rice, and then the bagels is kind of again just getting carbs in. Yeah,
I feel like mine looks like it's a real dirty shop, and yours is like a real like lean, mean machine kind of diet. But I'm not
the misconception that you just can eat crap though because you've got like higher macros. It's like I could probably track in like more like filth, but you are just eating larger quantities of good food at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and then just like the odd little treat like the squares bars and stuff. I literally take these to the gym now, like because I have a half-hour walk back from Ultraflex. Like I'll always be hungry after my session, so I just I eat that like while I'm still at the gym. Just like as soon as I finish, I'll sit in the changing room and eat that before I have my half-hour walk home.
Well, you saw my stash in the car. Like when I do a lot of work on site, on construction sites, I'm having to eat cereal bars like on the go. So they are like a lot more convenient. But that's not all that I eat. I do eat like some good sources of carbohydrates. But yeah, we just thought we'd show you some kind of cool bits and bobs that we've been buying today, and then
that's it really. Apart from that, I've got in here like almond milk and heck sausages, pasta, my Biscoff, and jam as well. It's just again with carbs being high.
Again,
I'll get
are
through.
you sleeveless or?
Oh, it's I'm pretty sure it's. I love the Bon Maman. Bon Maman. It's like it is a game changer. It's like it's a little bit more expensive than other jams, but it's significantly tastier. So
100%.
And it was on offer today as well. Oh, I didn't realise I got the blackcurrant one. I usually get raspberry, but it'd be nice to have a change, to be fair. But like again, another thing, like when you're on prep, like you'll have like 10 grams of jam maybe like on a training day, whereas like at the moment I'm going through quite a lot of jam just because I'm finding that I use it up like within a week or two because I can have quite a lot of it.
I tend to
hit the carbs. It's an easy way to hit the carbs.
I tend to have the reduced sugar jam on like low calorie days, just because it is like a little bit less in calories and carbohydrates. So that's a good like little tip for you if you are trying to kind of keep your calories a little bit lower.
Oh yeah, to be fair, I've got like a skinny sauces. What's it called? Skinny food. I think they sent me this, the blackcurrant jam. I've never actually opened it, but if I ever need like to diet again. This is like way less calories, this jam. So
I have actually.
There are options, if you're dieting and you still love your like a little bit of a sweetness.
Yeah.
You still have jam and a lot less calories, to be fair. But yeah, I don't need this.
I might do. I'll be like ringing you up, like, can I have?
Oh, do you want this? Do you want this?
Oh,
I've got loads of like skinny co sauces still. I don't want to get rid of them because it's a waste.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna have like the tomato ketchup when I don't need it.
I've just been having like 10 grams of tomato ketchup with like one meal a day, I think, and that's all I'm having really. But yeah, prep life. What we thought we'd do after this is we thought we'd do like a bit of a Q&A. So we've got a few kind of questions that we came up for each other, and then nobody cares about my Instagram, so no one's given me any questions, but I think Emily's got some questions that people have asked. So we will put away some of this shopping and then we'll jump straight into the Q&A. See you then. See you in a minute.
Yes. Again, excuse us flipping our eyes between two different cameras. We're both recording for our channels. But yes, everything's packed away now. And oh, can you see? I got a hoodie. My logo. I thought I'd get myself a hoodie. It's exciting. It's really good quality. I thought I'd just order one and like kind of just see like if I liked it. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like it. Beth, if you're watching this, you need to get some merch as well, because I want some merch.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to get more done, but I'm in the process of rebranding. So this logo is like 4 years old now, more than 4 years. So I'm in the process of rebranding. You've seen some of my little my prototypes, haven't you? Of the new logo, but I'm going to rebrand first. I just thought I'd have this one for myself for now, and then once I've rebranded, I'm going to get some more hoodies and like give them to clients and stuff. But exciting! Anyway, on with the Q&A. I the questions I got.
Yeah.
We'll kind of run through them, but I mean, the first one that rushed in after about a minute of me putting the poll up was from Louise, asking who's the best person I've ever trained with. And I know she asked that because she wants me to say her. It's possibly true, I don't know.
I think your videos look really good. Like, it looks like you work quite well together and you get like a lot from it.
Yeah, I mean, I always just say, like, when you're training with someone, like, all I ask is that they're like invested in the set. Like, the worst thing is when someone's like on their phone or they're looking somewhere else in the gym. Like, I want someone who's literally stood there like freakishly analysing everything I do and like tweaking me constantly, keeping me in check, you know, like, you know, encouraging me. And like Louise does do that a lot. Like, I've trained with some like cool people over the years, like people like Jasmine.
We used to do our prep training together.
We met from Jasmine literally being like on Instagram, like, hey, do you want to train together? And then like straight away it was like we just clicked, didn't we, in that session, and then we just started hanging out. But yeah, like I think that's such a nice thing to do, isn't it? Just kind of like Louise reached out to me on Instagram as well. It's the same thing. Sometimes you just got to do it and be like, so, you know, if you see someone that's like going to your gym or local to your area and you think they train well and you'd like to train with them, just ask.
Yeah, I do remember once, I can't remember who said it, I think it was someone in an old gym I used to go to, and they said, go and find the hardest worker in the gym and ask to do a session with them, and they'll put you through your paces and you'll probably learn quite a lot from them. And I do actually think that's like quite a good thing. I know it can be quite daunting when you go to the gym, especially if you're quite new to it, but you know, that's what it's all about, pushing yourself to your limits, out of your comfort zone, and you will learn so much quicker if you just ask.
And you'll make friends. Exactly. And in the gym and / bodybuilding is like no longer lonely and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I am massively enjoying having Louise around at the moment while I'm doing my sessions. But yeah, I mean, I've trained with a lot of cool people over the years. I'm not going to start listing out different people and you know, but yeah, like there's been some good sessions, there's been some bad sessions, but I'll just answer and say Louise because it'll make her happy and she knows it's true. And what else I got asked about, you go to pre and post workout carbs.
Oh yeah. So at the minute I'd probably say I go for something quite light as a pre-workout. So if I'm training first thing on the morning, I'll have like a cereal bar. I don't like to be too full at the gym, so I like to just get something quick and easy while I'm walking the dog, go do my training session, and then post-workout I'll probably have like cereal and a protein shake, or maybe like a bagel and a protein shake. If I'm training later on in the day, I like to have something like oats and berries because it's something that's going to keep in my system for quite a while. I may have a protein shake with that, sometimes I don't. It just depends how close I'm eating to my training. And then post-workout again will generally be like cereal and a protein shake because it's just quite quick, gets into your system nice and fast. And I'll have like a post-workout, and that'll be like my main meal. So it might be like, I don't know, mince and rice, or like chicken and potatoes or something like that. But yeah, that's what I tend to have.
Yeah, and the same on the cereal thing. Like, obviously, like I said earlier, I have a square bars immediately when I've trained because I'm like generally pretty damn hungry at the moment, like after my sessions. But yeah, like if you're like when I was dieting, I just didn't have room for that. So it would just be like, get home first and then have cereal. Whereas now it's like have the square bar at the gym, get home, big bowl of cereal, so maybe like 80 grams, and I always put like a scoop of whey in there as well, so you're getting your like carbs and protein. I know she said obviously about asking just about the carbs, so we'll stick to that, but you know, like I don't just want carbs on their own as such, so I'll have the cereal with the whey, and then like post, obviously I've got more room for snacks and extra carbs, so like I'll have maybe like a bagel as well, like an hour or so later. Because I'm generally quite hungry post workout, so
I was gonna say, like, when you've trained, your hunger levels that high that you can get away with like having cereal and then.
Well, yeah, like I'll have cereal and it'll go through me in about an hour, and I'll be like, right, I want a bagel now as well. And my pre's usually like, I'll usually have something savoury, like I'll have like chicken and rice or whatever.
Yeah.
Like now that I'm not dieting, like, and my sessions are like a lot more volume and stuff as well, I'm starving halfway through my session if I don't. So I've gone from like maybe just having a bagel pre to like having like a big bowl of rice as like my, But like I train at about 11:30, 12 o'clock, so it's like I'll have my cream of rice in the morning, which on a training day I think that's great because it digests so fast. Like when I was dieting, I even had to stop having it because it digests so fast that I'd be hungry like an hour later, and I'd switch it for oats instead, which like sit on your stomach a lot longer. But yeah, so like at the moment I'll have cream of rice in the morning with like my berries, and then I'll have like another big bowl of rice before I train.
Yeah.
And then after is like the cereal and the squares and the bagel and stuff. So got asked as well like about meal timings in off season. Yeah, I mean in terms of that, like for me, meal timings are just part of having like a daily routine anyway.
Yeah.
Like it keeps my day on track, and then you don't end up kind of being like, Christ, I've got loads of food at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I just kind of have the same routine every day really. Like my waking meal, like I said, is like cream of rice and stuff, and then it's got to be around about 11 when I have my like chicken and rice meal, and then obviously like I train at the same time every day when I do train. So then post workout 2-ish is like the square bar. Get home at 3 o'clock and have the cereal. And then just pacing everything out like every couple of hours, like sort of like you find yourself getting more and more hungry anyway. Well, at the start of off season anyway. So like I'm happy to eat every couple of hours, but yeah, I do think meal timing gives you a good structure.
Oh, 100%. And it keeps you full for long. It keeps your body ticking over, and it's going to be utilising the protein and the carbohydrates. Whereas if you like, I've been guilty of this. Like when I was in my off season, I was so used to the foods that I liked that were low calorie. I was ending up at the end of the day having to fit in like 100 grams of carbs before bed, which is just like not ideal at all. So I was having to really kind of work on that and structure it around my meals. I mean, for me, I tend to eat at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, then again at 12, then again at 3, then at 6, then my last meal at about 9. And then obviously if I'm at the gym in the morning, I will have my cereal bar about 6:30. But I try and stick around that as best I can. Obviously sometimes I have meetings with work and I can't make it work unless I can turn the Teams call video off and just sneakily eat while like no one knows. But I just try and stick around that timing. And then I think as well, your body gets to the point where you get really good hunger cues, and then your digestion's working very well because your body's like, yep, we're going to be eating now, and it just makes it a lot easier.
Rhythm across the day, like, and then when you're heading down towards bedtime, you're having your bedtime meal. Like for me, oats, it's like sends me to sleep. So it's like your body gets used to what's going on every day. The more of a routine you have in your day, and just helps you get off to sleep, and then it helps everything else, and you wake up fresh the next day and you go again. Especially
if you're training early, like if I know I'm training early the next day, having a bowl of oats before bed will mean that I'm like, satisfied for like when I'm sleeping, and then I wake up feeling like full of energy. So I think you do need to be a little bit strategical about the times that you eat and what you do eat. Exactly. And there's a big preconception, is that the right word? That's the word. That you shouldn't eat before bed. Like, if you don't want to eat before bed, that's fine, don't eat before bed, but I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. It's more what you're eating, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to have cereal before bed the other day, and I was like, I should probably have oats. I know it's still technically a cereal, but it's not, it's not like Cheerios. It's going to be like, vroom, straight through my system, like sugar. So, yeah. But, yeah.
What were the like cool questions you wanted to ask?
Oh, yeah. Where's my phone? Oh, it's there. So, your biggest regret,
God.
if you have any.
Biggest regret? Well, I actually had one until recently, didn't I? Like, so my old best friend, we'd like fallen out and I didn't really understand why, or like 3 years ago. And then she, like, at the start of this year, she like reached out and was like, hey, like, I hope you don't mind me messaging you. I just wanted to say we had some great times together. And then like she asked if we could meet, and obviously being busy adults, it took us till like last weekend to actually meet up. But
scheduled
like,
in for like 6 months time.
Yeah, literally. But no, it was really nice, and obviously we got to talk and like me understand like what had gone on in her life and why she'd kind of like thrown me on the wayside a little bit. But at the time, like before that, it was a regret of mine because I was like, I don't like. It was such a good friendship that I'd had for so many years, like since we were like kids, you know. So I was like, you know, it's a regret that we've kind of like fallen out. Like, you know, as adults, that's a horrible thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fall out with someone, but now it's all good, and like, you know, we're friends again after like 3 years of not speaking. So, you know, it just shows, doesn't it, that like you can grow up and you can change a little bit. Like a lot can happen in 3 years, and you both like develop as people. And back in biz.
Yes, we've got snacks. I've got my protein bar and then some more water. But yeah, so where did we get to? It was like,
Your regret.
biggest regret. I think you're gonna laugh at my regret because sorry, I got the head. I keep getting a hair. I keep getting a hair on my mouth. It is my own hair as well, which is annoying. So I try not to regret anything because I always feel like if I regretted anything, then I wouldn't be where I am today. So I wouldn't know Rich, I wouldn't know Freya, you, or like my friends and family. But my biggest regret, when we went into the first lockdown, I never actually had a day where I just was really bougie and got pissed all day in my pyjamas or something. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I think I went into kind of like fight mode, and like I was just training every day. I was kind of like, well, we had Freya full time for a while, and then when I got furloughed, and I just feel like I never actually appreciated, not that it was a good thing to be in lockdown, but I never actually appreciated that slowing down of time and just like enjoying being at home and in the moment. I think I was always thinking too much about what was going on, and I do regret that because now my life feels like it's a million miles an hour. And I would love a day where I either got dressed up or just stayed in my jammies and just got pissed all day. I should have done it. But I think I was too scared of like going into a big hole and just drinking forever. But yeah, that's my one regret. Do you want to do one more question?
Okay.
One more question. Okay, I think this one's a good one. So, what would you say is your best self-care regime or thing to do?
Probably, I don't know, it's quite a few. Just being off your phone.
Yeah.
In whatever capacity. I love going out on a walk without it.
Yeah, I do that a lot with the dog actually.
Yeah.
Unless I'm listening to podcasts on my own.
Yeah, but I like when I was deep in prep, and you know your stress levels are high all the time, and I was like my DMs were mad every single day. Just I think people just have a lot more to say to you when you're in prep. There are constant comments and stuff, and I'd get so stressed on my phone. So when I was going out on these walks, I would put my phone in airplane mode, like for the entire walk, and they were long ass walks when I was on like 20,000 odd steps and stuff. But like just being away from my phone is like a good self-care because especially like with my job, it's like I'm literally on my phone all the time. So to be away from my phone to me is quite relaxing in itself, really. Yeah. What about you?
I think for me, I don't like baths. I'm trying to like baths.
They are boring,
but
aren't they?
I feel like if I kind of get in the right headspace, put on a good YouTube video or something, so I'm distracted on how long I'm in the bath for. I just kind of like that, and then like moisturising, putting fluffy socks on, fluffy dressing gown, fresh set of bedding. That to me just makes me feel like really content. I really like that.
Yeah.
I do quite like sewing, but then sewing stresses me out when my sewing machine like decides to unthread and stuff. But yeah, so I'd probably say like the bath.
Cool.
Bath and bed. That sounded weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll probably wrap the video up here, or at least a Q&A.
Yeah, it's been a long one.
Big
Talked for a long
day.
time.
Yeah, we've been together for like how many hours now? 6 hours?
Yay.
Can't believe you put up with me for 6 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I hope that you've enjoyed our Asda haul and a few of our Q&As, and As always, if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions for either of us for future videos, please do pop them in the comment section down below and don't forget to subscribe.
Ciao for now.
Bye bye!